Gotta get some sunglasses. What else is new in Austin's life? Honestly, I've been hella involved and been dipping into music. I've been submersing myself into the music world. I fucking love it. I can't stop learning. I'd say music had to be involved with my past life. You know, lives I've lived before this. Not to get all crazy and spiritual on you guys, but from maybe being a superstar in my past life to being someone who sang at a coffee shop. I have such a connection with music, deeper than videography. I mean, videography has shaped music for me so much. Without music, there would be no videography. Like, almost when you come to a video project, you ask yourself, what song am I going to put on this? What is the vibe? And so music is a source of videos. Music is the seed, the inspiration. And I work with certain clients. Let's say, for example, Alex from For Those Who Sin, he'll send me a bunch of songs and I'll pick one of them that inspires me, one of them that hits home, and I'm like, yes, this is it. Before anything else, like, this is the vibe, this is the tone we're trying to create. I'm so happy that I've been able to touch the video camera and get into this video world, because now my focus is going to start shifting towards music, and that's going to be the future of what I do. So I'm constantly practicing like I was when I was a rookie with the camera, and just looking up YouTube videos, being on the field, writing, freestyling, just putting hours in. Speaking on like an afterlife, and what that means is, like, think of this. Your second life begins when you realize you only have one. That's what happened for me when I quit my job. I took a sabbatical, visited 4 different countries. At the end of it, hitting Amsterdam, taking shrooms, realizing I didn't just have to be a videographer, and I could put my time, my energy, my focus into what I love. Not to say I wasn't doing what I love, and I have just realized that music is a source of so much, especially videography. It's such a beautiful thing to learn how music is created, put together. There's so many levels to it. It goes so deep. So I'm excited just to keep learning forever, whether that's piano, which I'm working on learning now. I have a keyboard, drums, guitar, using your voice, tone, cadence. I have to play less Call of Duty and play more keys. I'm setting my life up on this 80-20 rule, which is like a key role in a lot of other things in life, but I'm spending 80% of my time into the thing I love, which is music, and then the 20% of my time into what makes me money. And I know that's going to make me happy ultimately at the end of the day. And I ultimately know my work ethic, and I know what it took for me to be where I'm at today in the videography world, and I'm willing to go 10 times further to what I have to do in the music world. Let's say I was to never go up in the videography business, but I was to learn amazing music, beautiful music, how to make beautiful music. Even if no one heard it and I was able to, like, show my kids that, it would be worth it. Even if I reduced in my videography career and I learned how to make the most beautiful music, just to show my kids that, it'd be worth it. I give away the whole videography career just to create beautiful music, the best fucking music. It's really peaceful out here. I know I'm pretty faded. It's kind of just where I'm at, where my mind's at. I had to go to the DMV this morning. I basically lost my passport 3 days before I'm leaving Hawaii. So I have no idea. I don't even have a driver's license, so I have no idea how I'm going to identify myself to get on the flight. So I had to fucking get a bunch of shit, but lost my passport with all my, like, overseas, out-of-country, like, trips, which is shitty. Either way, fuck it. I'm going to be in Hawaii in like 2 days, so you guys are going to see some more videos and footage from there. If any of you guys are here because of videography and you guys do videography as well, or even just want to get into videography, I'm going to be teaching you guys a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of tricks. Not even tricks. You guys are just going to see the insides and outs of everything. I just want to give you guys all my knowledge, just share with you guys. And if you guys run with it and create some fire stuff, then by all means, you guys did the work to do it. So I'm just here sharing my knowledge and my perspective. There's so much that I had no idea, being 17 years old, going to college, thinking I was going to be a police officer. So much of the world I'd yet to see, and still have so much to see. I've changed so much. 5 years ago, thinking I was going to be a police officer. Now I smoke weed every day. Nicotine, tattoos, piercings. You could change your life. Take the risk, take the jump too. Go for what you want. Go for the things you love. Because like I said, your second life doesn't begin until you realize you only have one. So don't be afraid to be self-expressed, especially in times like now. I feel like that was such a big thing for me in the process of getting to where I'm at now. I took people's opinions and let it change who I was. I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the day, I'm happy for everything I've learned in the past, because there's always a silver lining. Everything has good to it. To have that self-expression and to start working towards that, and to start standing out and helping other people be able to use their voice and stand out too. The world needs people. You just need that for yourself, because you're probably living a shitty life and you really want to do something else. You know what you want to do, but you're not. And I understand it's not as easy for everyone, but start taking the steps backwards and taking the time to think about what you want to do, at least. If you know that you don't like what you're doing, but you don't know what you want to do, take the steps back and ask yourself, where am I at? Ask yourself, what can I see myself doing for the rest of my life? And then whatever that is, just practice every day. However you spend your free time is what you're going to be doing ultimately. How you spend your leisure time is what's going to determine your life. And I'm trying to spend my shit just freestyling and over the keys. I hope you guys shoot for what you want to do. I'm going to be shooting for what I want to do, so I want to see you guys out there just hook up on what you want to do. I think after a year and a half, we have to adapt. We have to realize that, life's too short and you only have one life. So go start that second one. We still got more of this joint. Come on, Austin, push through it. I just couldn't stand being in the sun, honestly. It was kind of making me delirious. I feel calmer now. I love where I live because there's so many trees. You can hear the birds. Kicking back on this Friday, enjoying life. As you should too, wherever you're at. You should take a moment right now. Appreciate the things you have. Enjoy them, because that's all you got. You only get one mother, one father, one of each person. There's no one else the same. Appreciate the people in your life, whether even if you hate them. They shape you for who you are. Learn from them. If you feel like you didn't learn anything, go back. If you feel like you didn't learn anything and stuff is still fucking you up, look at it and see what you can learn. And just move forward and take each day just with whatever life throws at you, honestly. I'm back with the joint. How rude of me not to invite you guys to fucking grab your weed and smoke up with me. Got my Capri Sun, about to hydrate. If you're living right now and you're focused on the past and you're focused on previous moments in your life, I'm not saying you can't think about that stuff, but if you're focused on that stuff, you're not in the moment. You're not. It's you got your past and your present and your future. If your past is in your present, that's positive and negative, that's going to create a negative future. If you're present in the present, that's a positive and a positive. But if you're in the past, that's really bad. Fucking dumb. Genius shit though, low key. If you're looking in the past, you can't be in the present. And it's more about being in the present, so you can work at a better level. Work, live, laugh, love, everything at a better level. and ultimately get something better out of your future because you're manifesting the stuff you like. You're present. You're making present decisions. You're moving. Pimping ain't easy, like Kodak Black says. I don't know what that has to do with it, but feel to keep moving, to keep taking steps forward, to keep trying to create new ideas, to look in the future. Don't look too far in the future, but know the steps that you gotta take and what's gonna eventually come with hard work. Be present, you know? Be present at all moments. Thank God for weed too. Still got a little bit more of this. Just calms me down. Definitely think I have ADHD, so just makes me chill, makes me just, don't get me wrong, you have to be responsible about it. Because you can get into a rut of smoking weed. You have to create a routine. You have to have discipline. So many things that has taken time for me to build up from, when I was 20, when I first started to smoke weed, because trust me, 6 months into me smoking weed, I had like a downfall, a rut. Who's to say I didn't need that? I was responsible with how to get out of that, which you have to be. But like all things, you have to climb out of certain situations and take risk, take the jump for the life that you want, and put in the work for it. But if you don't know the life that you want, you have to know where you're going. And not to know what each turn is going, but know what the goal is. And that person down the line, and that person down the road in the future, know what that person is doing every single day to maintain a life like that. And that's what you have to do. If you haven't read The Third Door, you gotta read The Third Door as well. It's an amazing book. I have a tattoo of it. If you read The Third Door, you'll know anything is possible. Like, you'll learn how to go about your life and to get what you want. Just read The Third Door. I promise you, it will not disappoint you. Go. So everyone who's watching this deep into the video, fuck with you. Love you guys. Seriously. I feel like I definitely have to get used to talking to the camera again. Because that shit is hard. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. My grandma put me on to sabbaticals and taking them quarterly, taking the time for yourself and making that happen, whether that's going to a place in your own home state, whether it's going an hour south to San Diego. Take time for yourself to reflect, to see where you're at in your life, to see where you're going, to see where you want to go, explore new places, try new things. It's up to you to put in the time to plan out these trips, to plan out you're gonna go somewhere in 5 months. Start planning.
Look at my eyes faded.
To the fucking studio room, the lab.